Hi everyone, welcome back. Here's more on common factors. First one, if I explain this in a very quick way, no real details, sometimes that's all people need. So here's a very short way. This has an x in it and that has an x in it. That means I can take the x's out of both of those and put them outside the bracket. So both of those x's can come outside and put them outside the bracket there. Let's have a look what's happened. That x and that x have both come out there and they've gone outside. Now here's the big question. When you put x for the bracket, we've done multiplication. So this is what factorise means. It means put a multiplication in. So we've turned a situation where there's two terms connected with an addition into where this is all connected by a multiplication. Good part about that is you can use it in simplifying fractions, you can use it in solving equations, there's other uses as well. But this is where I often talk about maths is backwards, that you learn something that you don't see the purpose for, and later on you see the purpose for it. So let's have a look what we've got here. Really what I've got here now is x, I remember at school going x times what is xy. So then I put the y there. Of course, if you look back up to here, the x is gone, the y is still left. If you look at it that way, the x is gone, the 4 is still left over here, and you've got the addition. Let's check that we're right. So this is expanding the bracket. So factorise, if I set up here factorise, basically it means in most circumstances, the reverse of expanding the brackets. So if I expanded the brackets here, it's x times y is xy, x times 4 is 4x. Let's go through some more. There's an x in this and an x in this, but what makes it trickier is the fact I've got an x squared there. So when I'm writing questions in assessment and you see what's in textbooks, you can see that it will just have different circumstances that throw students off in an assessment. So some people will look at my video and see the first one and go, yeah, I'm right with that, and then they get caught because they're getting an assessment and it's quite different. So there's an x in this, there's an x in this, so I can put an x outside the bracket, and remember we've still got a multiplication there. So then the question is x times what is xy, so that's obviously a y, and I had to ask myself that question over and over again. X times what is x squared, and that's an x. So then you've got the addition in here. So you can check it again. X times y is xy, x times x is x squared. So it's a reverse of expanding the brackets. Just getting fairly quick on these. Let's have a look at this. But then I put a twist in it. I put extra numbers in and extra letters in, and that tends to muck a lot of people up. But if you stick to the rules, let's have a look what we've got. This is even, this is even. So 2 goes into that, 2 goes into that. In other words, they're both multiples of 2. So I can fit 2 into this and 2 into this. So I can put a 2 outside. There's a y in this one, and there's a y in that one. So I can put the y outside, and I can put the brackets in. So remember, we're reversing, expanding the brackets. So we can check it by expanding the brackets. So I can go 2 times what is 4, so that's a 2. I've already got the y, I also need an x. Then back to the other question, 2 times what is, really if I be careful, 2 times what is minus 6 is minus 3. Later on we'll do some with where it's an addition there, and you've got a minus on the outside, so be careful of that. Then you've got the y's already gone, so let's write that nicer. 2 times what is minus 6 is minus 3. We've already got the y on the outside. If you want to check it, 2 2's are 4, x, y, and we normally write the letters alphabetically, so most people write x, y, and then we can all write the same thing in the same way, approximately. Then 2y times 3, if I'm careful, a plus 2y by a minus 3, a positive and a negative has one lonely negative, so that says a negative or a subtraction. So 2 3's are 6 with a y, and it's got the subtraction there. Last one. So when I go more complicated, the next problem is sometimes you go really simple, and amazing how much it mucks people up. There's x here and there's an x here. So there's an x in both of those, so I can go x bracket. And please, you've got to ask the question, or I used to have to, until I got the hang of it. X times what is xy, that's a y. Now the big one, x times what is x. Now if I was back in primary school, x times what is x. So if I timed that by another x, it would be x squared, so it's a 1. 1 times anything stays the same. So 1 times anything stays the same. So that's a 1. And a lot of students don't know what to do there. Pretty common. You see all sorts of mistakes in assessments where people go, I don't know what to write, so I'll just put an x there. One of the things I do talk about in maths, it's amazing how often things are 0 or 1. So when people get stuck in class, sometimes I'll say to them, is it a 1 or is it a 0? And it's incredible, even at high level maths, how often that's the case. So x times y is xy, x times 1 is x. Oh, I hope it helps. If it is, just please let your friends know. If you really want to support me in what I'm doing, all you need to do is press the subscribe and the like. Thank you.